Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to our latest video. We're going to look at what our necks have got to do with dizziness and balance today. It's a big thing. It's a big thing because often chiropractic care offers people a solution for dizziness and for balance problems. And it's also really important because if you understand a little bit about how your neck and the nerves that live in your neck that connect to your ears and your balance organs work, you can then start seeing, oh right, so if somebody's got dizziness problems, if somebody's got balance problems, if somebody's been diagnosed with things like BPPV and other conditions such as labyrinthitis, Meniere's disease, then it starts offering people hope, and they can start to see, oh, so actually I could look at chiropractic and that could help me with dizziness or with balance problems. So the reason that we're talking about this is that there's a number of nerves and things related to your nerves in the body that have a big influence on your sense of balance. So first of all, just to give you a little rundown, normally if everything's quite healthy, your feet and all of your body, but particularly your feet, they send signals up the nerves that go through your spine to your brain. So to have a good sense of balance when you're walking in particular, what you need to have is a good connection between your feet and your brain, okay? And then also what you have is living within your spine in your neck. So in your neck, you've got 7 bones that live in there, and your spinal cord lives inside those bones. The bones they're very much like a living suit of armour that looks after the spinal cord. But inside of your neck, what not many of us realise, and what I didn't used to realise, is your actual brain continues out of your skull and your brain carries on into the top of your spine. So I know I'm talking a lot of numbers, but if you think, right, I've got 7 pieces of the suit of armour that run down my neck to protect my spinal cord. Well, in the first 2 pieces of that suit of armour, part of your brain goes into there. So really, the spine in your neck looks after your spinal cord and the bottom part of your brain. In the bottom part of your brain, you've got lots and lots of bundles of nerves that connect to your ears and to your brain. So the thing is, when you think about your ears, everybody knows that your ears are there for hearing, but a lot of you will also know that your ears are there because they've almost got little spirit levels inside them. And I'm making it sound really simple, but it's a good way to think about it. So these spirit levels that you've got in each ear have wires or nerves, same thing in a lot of ways, that connect the spirit level to the parts of your brain that live within the spine in your neck. So if you think about it, you've got wires going from the ears, from the spirit levels, all the way into the top 2 vertebrae in your neck. So if I was to use these 2 top vertebrae, they're a bit bigger than they really are, but these 2 vertebrae that live at the top of my neck, they don't just have that yellow thing, a spinal cord living inside. Parts of your brain actually live in those first 2 vertebrae. And the parts of your brain that live there give lots of connections to the spirit level, and they give lots of connections to your brain. So I know I'm overdoing this a bit, but it's like you've got spirit level wiring to the top of the neck inside the spine and then wiring up to the brain. So what can often happen is if we've got anywhere in our spine up at the top, if anywhere up at the top of your spine things have got misaligned, so if they're like that, or if they're stuck like that, or if they're stuck like that, what will happen is you may or may not get any pain, you may or may not get headaches, you may or may not even get any dizziness or any balance problems, because your body will always try and adapt to injuries and to issues. But what can happen is when we get people coming in and they go, Mike, I've got shocking dizziness, and I've worked with quite a few people in this camp, what will often happen is we check a person's spine with our hands, we might take x-ray studies, we might do scans that look at how the nerves are functioning in there. And what you often find is people will have 1 or 2 of those top 2 bones displaced or misaligned or twisted. And you've got to think, if those bones are twisted, they put stress on the brain and the spinal cord that lives inside them. Now, here's the thing, nobody usually wants dizziness or Meniere's disease or vertigo problems. But when you've got those things happening, really what they are is they're a warning from your body that part of your brain and your spinal cord is getting stuck. And because your brain and spinal cord getting stuck can affect and do affect all of your health, your body's trying to give you a warning sign, and it knows that you're probably not going to be able to ignore dizziness, you're probably not going to be able to ignore falling over, because that can happen. And it's a sign from your body that your nervous system isn't able to connect up as well as it could do. So when we work with a person, it's actually a very simple approach and very straightforward. If people come to us with Meniere's and vertigo, we always tell them, well, we can't cure that, we can't cure anything, we don't treat anything. And people go, why am I here, Mike? I heard that at this place you help people. And we say, relax. If we work on freeing up those first two spine bones, if we free them up by hand and help improve the alignment, which we can do for people, then what that's going to do is it's going to take a lot of stress off the part of your spinal cord and your brain that lives inside it. And it's just basic biology, really. When you do that, it starts giving the brain and the nerves a chance just to function like they're designed to do. And then your brain realizes that you're getting a better contact between your brain and your body, because as Emma has just pointed out in the feed, those first two bones that live in your neck, they're called C1 and C2 if you like to know the names, and they're also called the atlas and the axis. And the atlas and the axis, like we keep saying, are where your brain and spinal cord join your body. So it's not uncommon at all if you were to visit a chiropractor, say in the States or in some other parts of the UK, that they focus only on the top part of your neck. We focus on it with everybody. We look at the rest of the nervous system as well, but there are chiropractors out there that transform lives purely by working on the atlas and the axis, because if you work with the top of a person's neck, like Emma said, with the atlas and the axis, they're going to have a better connection between the brain and the body. The body's going to express all the energy and life that the brain sends to it, and the brain can receive all the information back from the body that it should. And that's an amazingly big thing for a person to have going on for them. And it also happens that your body's then going to be much more at ease. It's not going to need to give you alarm bells like dizziness and headaches and being sick. And instead, it's just going to be able to function like it's designed to do. So chiropractic works. It helps people function like they're designed to do, which is we're designed to be healthy, we're designed to thrive, we're designed to be able to heal. It's normal to get symptoms and illnesses if our body isn't functioning as optimally as it can do. So without being rude or condescending, when people come to us and they're scared, and I used to get scared for people when they've got symptoms, often the symptoms they can be a sign of healing, by the way, but often the symptoms are warning signs from the body that things need to be done so that the body can move back into a healthy place, nice and balanced, where it's doing its job for you. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching today. Thank you, Marie. Thanks for being on here. Emma, thank you for your support there. Thank you. And thanks for helping out there. Great help. Thank you. Tracy, thank you for being us. Daria, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, Daria. Natalie, nice to see you too. And I like your surname. Doody is a great name. Paul, thanks for watching. And Emma, thanks again. Everybody, have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy your day. And whereas a lot of people say stay safe, we like to say stay healthy. Thank you.